Hello guys, welcome to Tickets.
Yep, episode. What the heck episode are we
I
now?
don't know.
Like 12, I think. I don't know.
Yeah,
You keep
so
adding. You keep doing dark episodes without me, and I don't know what number we're on.
basically, I gotta look it up when it is next time. So if you
Yeah, just so we
see,
know what number it is, because
yeah.
we know what number it is when we upload this, but none of us know what
So
number it is anymore.
yes, I apologize for the little watermark on here, but this is a
Yeah, okay, because I'm too cheap.
kids-friendly video in a sense, because it's Pixar.
Yep. Yep.
And yes, we've seen it with the breakout.
Yep.
And somehow people, and no, we're not stocked out on toilet paper, so we're not selling toilet paper. Not sure why people are stealing toilet paper.
Okay, whatever, man. Why I don't know why you're talking about toilet paper, but okay.
I like
whatever you say, man.
Yeah, if you're watching this and you know about the toilet paper.
Okay, anyway, fine. All right, we're here. We're here to see. We're here to talk about Onward. So let's get on with it.
Yeah, let's get onward towards the video.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right.
I'm just saying this is the first
yeah,
teenage.
Yeah, more adult Pixar movie. Where most. Why do I keep getting? I'm getting the glare. It's like wiping me out.
You want me to turn the light off?
Yeah, no, it's the light behind us, but I don't want to close the blind behind us, so whatever. I'll just have to sit sideways a little and be a little off center. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, I agree with what you're saying, which is that it's the main character is more of a teenager because most of the Pixar movies have like younger main characters.
Probably the oldest one was probably Violet when she was still in high school. But even then, you didn't see much.
Yeah, but even then, we weren't really following Violet. We were following the entire Incredible family.
Yeah.
So we weren't exactly. It wasn't like we were following specific Violet. I mean, we follow Andy through Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. But when we started him, he's like 10, and when we end, he's like 17. But we don't follow it the whole time. We're like, okay, like
little 10-year-old kids. Is Brave Disney or is it Pixar? It's more.
Brave is a Pixar movie.
Okay.
It's one of it's the only.
It's kind of hard.
It's the only Pixar movie to get identified as a Disney princess. So Merida is a Disney princess according to Disney.
Yeah.
And that's why I love the joke they made in Wreck-It Ralph because they can't understand her and they're like, well, she is from the other studio.
Yeah.
But
I think I don't know. Like Brave might be a younger one too. Yeah, but I'm not really sure.
Brave is because I believe Merida is supposed to be like 15 or 16 when she.
I think no, it is. I think it was just the vibe of this video feels more teenage.
Well, yeah, because we're dealing with something that's a very big, like, thing for people to deal with, which is what would it be like if you never knew your father,
never
knew. Well, presumably you would have to. Well, I guess the only way you would not know your mother is if your mother died in childbirth, basically, or died like shortly after your childbirth.
Yeah, we're talking about this, and this is a child-friendly video because it's.
Well, it's a legitimate thing. We're not talking anything wrong. We're just saying that is a theoretical way that can happen. Yes. And since we know that the main character of Onward loses his father when he's like before he's born because you see the picture of the parents. You see the picture of the parents and the baby. And there's no baby.
Well, you see the baby bumps it too.
Well, you see the baby. Yeah, right. You see that the mother is carrying the baby, and then the next time we see the next photo we see is the mother and the two sons, but no father.
Yeah.
We're never told what killed the father, but there's a lot of theories that think that some might have been like cancer of some sort.
Cancer or accidents possibly.
Well, yeah, accident maybe. No, because you see in the very beginning when he said, I was so sorry to hear about when he got sick, so there was a time when he was sick. So I'm guessing it had to be some kind of cancer. Now, what kind of cancer it is, we'll never know, but that doesn't matter. Yeah. Anyway, so, okay, as a older sibling yourself, what did you think about the presentation of Barley, the older brother?
It was an interesting take because usually, most times I see the older brother always kind of bullies the younger brother.
Right.
But yet this one's like gun ho.
Right.
I'm gonna be the best big brother possible.
He was totally like, I will be behind you. He's like, my brother is got powers, and that's awesome. You know,
I'm behind you. I'm jealous, but yeah, I'm gonna help you.
Right, but what's awesome is he wasn't jealous. He was like, my brother has powers. That's so cool.
You know, but it is some slight jealousy.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he was a little jealous of like he had all this training of like magic and like mythical stuff and like
playing a game
that he wasn't. Yeah,
that's based off of D&D.
Yeah, basically playing the Onward version of D&D. Well, somewhere between D&D and Magic the Gathering, because he did have those cards, which apparently a lot of people say, well, that's like Magic the Gathering cards. So it's like Magic the Gathering cards and D&D. Now, I don't know, there might be cards in D&D. I've never played D&D. I'm trying to learn D&D, but I haven't learned enough of it yet.
I'm pretty sure there might be cards.
Right, I know there's like spell cards, like to do certain spells in the game, but I don't think there's cards on like specific monsters like there were in Onward, where he like flipped through a
case.
He flipped through a case and pulled out the card for the Phoenix gem.
Oh, now we gotta do is get this monster here that gets all bad.
Right. And he's like we have to go visit the Manticore. It's like, and then the Manticore turns out to be this really funny girl. Really funny woman. It's like, oh, that's really funny.
And she's just retired. She's
basically like, I'm running a business now, and
I'm running a business. I
don't send people on quests anymore. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so all right. Well, as the younger sibling in my family, anyway, I liked the idea of Ian's belief about like he really wanted to meet his father, and that's all he wanted. He just wanted. He felt like he didn't have any memories of his father. His brother had memories of his father. Mind you, they were really silly, stupid memories. I mean, like basically the only thing.
Tyler, though, so
yeah, right. Basically the only thing that Barley remembered was like playing drums on his shoe.
Yeah, playing tabs, achieving a haircut.
Yeah, playing drums on his shoe. And something about his laugh, and something about the purple socks. I think he said.
Yeah, no, that was
the friend that he meets, which is really cool. I liked the idea of the friend, but then I was kind of annoyed by the friend because I was like, you give us this person who knows the father.
Yes.
And he meets this person randomly, and yet the guy's like, "Oh yeah, I knew your father. I went to school with him."
Oh, because the hoodie he wears.
Right, he's wearing the hoodie, and that's how he knows, because the father's name's on the hoodie. And he goes, "Oh, are you his son?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm his son." And he goes, "Oh, I went to college with him. It was awesome." And he tells a little bit, and then it's like, he's like, "I really wish I could." He wants, Ian wants more information, but the guy's like, "I gotta go." I gotta get my 5-year-old to kindergarten, basically. So it's like, I want to tell you, but I gotta get him to school, so yeah, we're out. And we never see that guy again. And I'm kind of annoyed by it, because I'm like, I really would have liked him to have more information.
Yeah.
I know from a story point what that was supposed to be. It was like, this is why he wants to go on this quest, is because he never got to know anything about his father, and they finally find someone who knows something, but can't talk to him about it.
So there are theories that maybe the fight has powers because there's the staff and the gem.
Well, he had the staff made, or he made the staff, and he found the gem that lets them do the spell. And he
made it himself.
He either wrote the spell or he found the spell. One of the two.
He made the spell.
Well, either he made the spell or he found the spell. Either way, it still shows that he did something. But anyway, he found the spell, made the spell, whatever. The cost of that spell was insane. Yeah. Think about it. It's like, okay, you get one day with the person, but then you can never do it again.
Yeah.
So, like, you are essentially saying, like, once you use the spell, their spirit can never cross back into the living world again. Yeah. It's like one shot. That's it. That's all you get.
That's true, because that one thing, even if you do have do it now completely. The gem goes kaput.
Right, the gem burned up like yeah, but I think the gem burned up because he wasn't able to keep focus. Because one, he wasn't actually doing the spell when he did the spell. He was he was just mumbling this. He was just mumbling the word, and it happened to work because he was
bored.
No, he was just focused. He was thinking about how it would have been nice if it worked, and then he was mumbling the words, and it actually turned on and it actually did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then, but then you kind of wonder, like, if if they had actually joined together and worked together at that point in the beginning, would the spell work completely? Because the idea was that they fought each other, and that's why the spell would and left us with half a person.
Because maybe he has to practice up to it.
Well, that's true, but he did. But I mean, at the end when they do it, it's because the two of them worked together that the spell worked.
And also I think it's also the younger boy's not powerful enough to do to shoot out anything to pull the drawbridge.
The younger, yeah. Anyway, so okay, what else you want to say about it?
I wouldn't want to. I don't know. Sometimes I give Pixar 5s a lot. It seems.
Yeah, you do give Pixar a 5 a lot. You do have a soft spot for Pixar.
But this time, I feel like it's dragged a bit a lot of times.
Well, I don't think I think you say it drags a lot on a lot of movies lately, and I don't know if that's because if it drags for you because the movie is written for a younger audience and your mind's going, wow, this is taking longer than it should, or it's because you yourself are like, oh, if I wrote this, it would be like this instead of this, and I get to this point as a filmmaker and as a writer, you're probably going, okay, I would cut this differently.
Yeah, like nothing against the dancing, but the dancing, okay.
But that was funny. I was laughing at that. That was hilarious. I mean, I could imagine, like, because they're like, I wonder what the top of this dance looked like, and the brother's like, something like this probably.
I think there was a way to do it, but they extended it.
Yeah, I'm sure they
could shorten it and still have that joke.
Yeah, they could have. But I think that was the point where it's supposed to, when he realizes that he got everything he ever wanted from things he wanted to do with his dad, but instead he did them with his brother.
Yeah.
And he realized that, like, he really did have a father figure. It just wasn't his father, it was his brother.
But I can't think of other places, but there are some parts that, okay, did take
you off camera.
That did take drag a face, there are parts that do drag a bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, come on, that whole dragon scene was like so long.
Yeah, like, there's no okay, it's there. Fight for a minute, 2 minutes, not 5 minutes, and
hey, you laughed the entire dragon scene, man.
I laughed at the face.
Yeah, you laughed
at the face, but I was laughing. But yeah, my body, like, oh come on, how? Yeah. And I feel bad that he didn't get to Ethan didn't see his actual. He saw the back of his father's head,
right?
But not actually see him.
Yeah, right. He didn't get to have what he wanted, which was to meet his father. But sure. he could have, but he gave that to his brother. To let his brother say goodbye because it seems like it's the one thing his brother was regretting, that he had a chance to say goodbye and didn't say goodbye. So that's why his brother's like, you go, you go talk to him, you go do it before you go talk to him. I still even then, I do make a point about. I watched the Carlin brothers review and they made a good point, which is, why didn't the wife have a better reaction to this? I mean, like, you find out your husband has got a spell that will let him be back for 24 hours. Why aren't you more excited about that? Why are you like, okay, let the secret? Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, imagine you did keep it secret and you just find out, like, he wrote the spell that would, it's like, why wouldn't you want to see your
She probably didn't believe the whole magic stuff out either.
Why wouldn't you want to believe that why wouldn't you want to see your husband again? I mean, you let your sons go meet their father, which you were very big on.
I think,
but it's like, why wouldn't you like? I want to meet him too. I want to see him too for one more time.
I think it's the fact that she knows it's probably magic doesn't exist no more. Probably that's her mindset. Probably.
Well, magic does exist. It's just a lot easier. I think to do the technology stuff. But anyway,
I think
all right.
So as I was saying, I think she felt like, okay, maybe just slightly does exist in some capacity, but
Right.
like you just want to have some kind of closure and go on this adventure,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna let you kind of do it, but I know it's not gonna work, kind of
Right,
thing.
right, okay. So yeah,
So I think the two is that I thought I was hoping at some point the young brother was able to get out and see his dad's face, even for 2 seconds, while this then disappears.
Yeah.
At least he got.
But I like the idea that he didn't see it. I mean, that makes it kind of cool. It's like he gave that up. He realized that what he wanted he didn't need anymore because because he said he has this list of things he wants to do with his father, and he's like, that are like, I want to learn to drive. I want to have a heart-to-heart conversation. I want to tell him about my life. Yeah. I want to play catch with him. I want to laugh. Yeah, I want to laugh with him. Right, and then he realizes that like he got to laugh with his brother. He got to play catch with his brother. His brother taught him how to drive. Mind you, they were being chased by a manticore at the moment, I believe. Fairy. Or no, they were being chased by the fairies. Yeah, whatever.
Which is a bigger game.
Which is really hilarious because they called themselves the Pixie Dusts.
Yeah.
That's what I think is hilarious. So, like, the biker gang's name was Pixie Dust.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you call a Pixie gang? The Pixie Dusts.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does, but that's why I was like, that's pretty funny. I was like, that is pretty funny. That was like, the Pixie Dusts. But, and then the Manticore running, like, basically, like, the like, Onward equivalent of, like, Chuck E. Cheese. And what's scary about this is the fact that they have a mascot who is a giant caricature of her.
Not really giant, it's more like...
I know, but I mean, it's a caricature of her.
Yeah.
It's like...
Cartoonish. Not even her, it looks like more of a she, because the Manticore is a she, and that one looks more of a male.
Yeah, but still, I'm like... It's a caricature of her race, anyway. Yeah. It's like, wait, so you made a caricature of yourself, or like...
Your kind?
Somebody in someone in your kind. Anyway.
Is it like, oh, hold on, I got the poster.
I did like you want your direction. You want the directions, and it's like the map is on the the map. The map, and they give the map is the children's menu.
And I think Lex. Oh my god, perfect. And I think I don't know. I think the maid was Lexi. Lexi already did the puzzle for us.
Yeah, right. It's like, yeah.
It's so simple. Like, really, you can't solve a trials menu puzzle.
Yep. But that's cool. And I love that it went to Raven's Point, and there was a Raven's Point, but like, then Raven's Point became something else.
Yeah, but it turns out the whole time that, oh my god, I want to take the easy.
Right.
But the easy path. I want to take the easy path the whole time, and we wouldn't have gone there. We were taking this a completely different way.
Well, the question is, the question is there a gem in the mountains, or was the gem where the ravens pointed?
I think it was where the ravens pointed. I think it happened over time.
You don't think there was one in the mountains?
No.
Like,
I think it was the mountain. I think that's
unless there was one in the mountains, and that's the one that the father found was the one in the mountains. How he found it in the mountains, I don't know. I
think the other one was
maybe when he first found out he was sick. That's when he made up the thing. I don't know.
I think the other one was over time.
Yeah.
Since it's like, for us now, they just paid everything over, and here's the older brother.
And we run into the gelatinous cube, which is a real thing created in 1976 by Dungeons and Dragons.
Which to me it looks like a Jello.
Oh my god, it actually is. They show the D&D version. The D&D version, that's essentially what it is. It's a giant cube. It's a giant like Jello cube. And apparently you can get you get a model of it made. Which I have no idea why you need a model of it, but apparently that's an option.
If you watched Stranger Things, they had little action figures.
Yeah, they were miniatures. Yeah, I know. But I'm saying, like, why would you need the gelatinous cube?
Who knows?
I understand, like, having the mind flayer and the stuff like that, but
this is just as a cultural thing. Like,
Yeah, but it still is funny that like the gelatinous cube is a real thing.
It's not water, it's acid.
Yep, there was like gelatinous cube was a real thing.
Yep.
Anyway, so you want to give the review? You want to give our rating, and then we'll be ready to wrap this up because I think we're rambling a little.
Yeah, for 20 minutes. If you stood this long, thank you.
Yeah, if you're still watching this, thank you for this because I'm sure we are like the idiots who ramble. But okay,
and we're probably the last one that we've seen this movie.
Yeah,
we've seen the movie, but
probably everyone saw it on the 29th, which was the early release date, which was really cool because they made it like the extra day, so it was like one extra day.
Yeah, but I think it's too that we said it and see the movie, but then we got things in the way to do other things. So
then our tech kind of failed out on us the day we were gonna film. So anyway, so okay, what's your rating?
A 4.5.
That's not bad. I give it a 4.5 too. I think that's a pretty good rating for it. I don't think it's a 5 because I mean, like, I don't think you can give a good 5 Pixar movie because like everything. There's a lot of Pixar movies now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking forward to the next one though. The next one is supposed to be Soul, I think.
Yeah.
The next Pixar movie is supposed to be Soul, and I think that sounds really interesting. Although I'm kind of wondering if like how much of it is like Inside Out.
Yeah.
And but that's still cool.
I think the next actual Disney movie is Mulan.
Yeah, Mulan. Mulan's the next Disney movie. But I was talking the next Pixar movie.
Yeah, but it's still.
Yeah, but the next Disney movie would be Mulan. I think Mulan comes out in like 3 weeks or whatever from the day we're taping.
And hopefully the coronavirus is gone. And more people show up in the theaters.
I like being in the theater by ourselves. It was nice. Quiet.
A couple of people in the family behind us were just laughing at everything.
Well, yeah, but that's kind of what I was expecting in a Pixar movie. I mean, it's not like I went to Saw and expected to run into kids.
Yeah, but we saw. I think there was a smart ass kid back there was making some kind of joke. Like, the smart ass joke like only adults will understand. Yet the kid understood it. Like, really, how is this?
Anyway, so yeah, so I give it a 4.5. He gives it 4.5. So that puts us at 4.5 even, which is a really good score. So bye, guys.
Right.
Do you feel better now that you made it? They did this.
Do you hear singing?
Okay, please don't not pretend that you didn't play that.
Okay.
Okay.
Did that because it's pretty much an copyright infringement out of territory. It's in the public domain.
Right. It's temporary. It's public domain.
I wanted to do Slim Shady's Look Who's Back, but I don't want to get.
Yeah, that might not be good. I mean, it might hang us.
Or Slim Shady. Or Slim Shady, whatever one he wants to use now these days.
Or whatever studio currently owns the production of that CD or that disc. I don't know. Anyway,
yeah, welcome back.
So welcome back to Tickets.
What?
He's made me come back.
You agreed to it.
Yeah, I agreed to it, but doesn't mean I'm happy about it. Okay, actually, I am. I actually enjoy it. I actually enjoy doing these, and I got a new computer that has a new camera, and that's really awesome. Anyway.
Instead of using my crappy phone.
Yeah, your crappy phone.
It was a knockoff.
Yeah, you're right. Basically. Yeah, whatever. So, we decided to bring it back with Doolittle.
Yeah, we've both been busy.
Yeah, we've both been really busy.
And there may be spoilers, so...
Yeah, we're just going to call it a spoiler warning out right now. Because, hell, we don't know.
And, of course, this is a kid-friendly film.
Yeah. Should we call it a kid-friendly episode? I mean, since with Copa now, we should totally say...
Is it PG-13 movie?
I believe it's PG. I believe it's PG.
If it's PG, then it's... Since they're 12 and under, then yeah,
I believe it's PG.
Copa.
Yeah, Copa. Yeah. Anyway. So, let's just talk about the movie for 5 minutes or whatever time we want to do, and then we'll move on from there. Yeah. All right. So, what do you think about...
The remake? This is the second remake, actually. Because you got the original one.
Well, I guess you could really argue there's probably a version done in the 50s. I think there was one done in the 50s. I don't know who did it, but I'm almost positive there was one done in like the 50s.
Yeah, probably.
Because these books have been around for a very long time. I think
the 50s, 60s.
I think their date. I think I looked up the publication and I think it's like 1890 something. So I think it's like 1800s or 1900s. So it's a freaking long time. These books have been around for a very long time.
So the first one with Oscar Wilde, I think he was in the first one.
That sounds a reasonable
name.
That sounds like a reasonable name to be doing a 50s. I don't know.
Then you have Eddie Murphy.
Right, in the 90s.
Then now you have they have this the
Robert,
daughter.
Well, yeah, but that was
And
still
then three,
technically the same franchise. That was just them saying we didn't want to
But
get.
this is the second remake.
Right.
A
second, a second or third.
Second remake, but
person
third movie.
Third remake, yeah.
Third time they make this movie.
Sure.
But I hadn't seen the first one, but I did see the first
No one's seen the
three.
first one. I mean, unless you were like someone who happens to have, movies from the 50s, but I don't even know.
I saw bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, I'm sure we've seen pieces of it. Anyway,
I believe this one.
What do you think about?
I think it's better than Eddie Murphy's one.
I think it's because this one they're actually following the actual book. They're actually following not the first book in the series, because the first book in the series is apparently the story of Dr. Dolittle. I actually went looking for this book after I saw this movie. I wanted to read the books. They're totally cost, whatever. So apparently the first book is the story of Dr. Dolittle. Yeah. This book is based loosely on the book called The Voyage of Dr. Dolittle, which is the second book. The way the books look like they're set up is they look like they are written from the point of view of Stubbs. Stubbs is our narrator, basically, in the books. Not that we're here to review books, although we should think about doing that sometime. Anyway,
maybe your department.
That'll be my department. He's not a book guy. I'll have to get him in.
I'm not a big book guy.
Yeah. Anyway,
things I review when I read the book, that's like, oh my god, you read a book.
Yes, it is. Makes me read it because I'm like, he read it. He actually took time to freaking read a book. Anyway, so let's talk about the actual movie that we're actually here to talk about versus us babbling on about everything else. Anyway, so what did you think about Robert Downey Jr. currently as Dr. Dolittle?
Well, the first thing is, even though I believe he's older than Johnny Depp, about maybe a year, about a couple of years.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he seems like he's the kind.
I think he's older, but he's not older by much. Yeah, he's older by like a couple.
He's kind of like the Johnny Depp for family and action movies.
Well, Johnny Depp was an action movie.
He's an action movie, but it seems like
Johnny Depp was in Pirates of the Caribbean. That's an action movie and a kids movie.
But I think both of them are both very diverse character actors.
Sure. Okay.
So they both have.
Why are you getting into Johnny Depp out of this? I'm curious.
Because I couldn't see Johnny Depp playing Dr. Dolittle. There's seen in other roles, but I can't.
No, I think Robert Downey Jr.'s manic performance of Dr. Dolittle makes complete sense. Because he's supposed to be like
English.
Well, yeah, he's supposed to be English, which is really funny because
he's Australian.
Because Robert Downey Jr. is not Australian.
He's not
Robert Downey Jr. is an American actor. He was born in somewhere in America. I know it was. He's not British. He's American. He's an American actor. But anyway, doesn't matter. But I think his manic performance, like as the heartbroken Dr. Dolittle, is really good. And I could totally see him as like this, like
disheveled man.
Yeah, right. He's a very disheveled looking man. But I mean, he played Sherlock Holmes pretty much the same way.
Yeah.
When he did Sherlock Holmes, which by the way, they are now going to make a third Sherlock Holmes movie because he's finally out of his Disney contract.
Yeah. Because technically, spoiler alert, Iron Man is gone.
I just said he's out of his contract. I didn't say he was. I didn't spoil the ending of any Avengers movie. I just said he's out of his contract, which is true.
Well, I think but Endgame is what, 2 years old now, roughly.
Endgame is 6 months old. Endgame happened 6 months ago. We're getting into Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, but
even though we're here talking about Dolittle, we have talked about everything other than Dolittle.
But you think anyone that's Avengers fan, anyone that's a Mars fan will have seen this movie by now, anyways?
True. But why are we talking about other stuff?
I don't know.
We're here to talk about Dolittle.
First, way back when we have to get on track with different things.
Yeah, we're already at 7.5 minutes in this video.
So anyway,
We haven't even talked about a review or if we liked the movie or we hated the movie.
I'm surprised. It's like usually, there's some part that's like, why even have this one part in here and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I never, for one of the longest times I haven't seen. I'm just like, okay, this is taking too long. Get to it.
So did you? Okay, that is something that happens a lot in our reviews. So let me ask you: Was there a point in the movie? Where you went, I don't understand why this is here?
I've seen it one part, but I think they use it more for a joke kind of thing.
Okay, what was it? Just like curiosity.
It was spoiler alert.
Yeah, absolutely. Spoiler alert! Not that anyone watches this crap.
If you've seen this, if you haven't not seen this movie, and you want to see it now, close your ears. When I give you the thumbs up, then you can lock. You know how you could.
You can. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
There's one. What's his name? The bad guy.
The guy who wants to steal the book.
Steal the book.
Yeah. Okay.
He
guy
saw
who wants
Will.
To steal the tree.
He saw Will, and he just. Oh, how nice! The Spurs giving me a thumbs up of some kind.
Oh, right, and then they made the joke about.
And the Whale's like, you're flipping him off.
We hear what the guy. Yeah, all right. Okay.
Which is an adult joke because he's a flippers, and but the kids don't. Kids probably laugh for a different reason, and adults.
Yeah.
Laugh for a different reason.
Yeah.
So that was it was taking too long, but then it ended up with a funny joke.
Yeah. I liked that at the end. I liked that at the end they give you the payoff of what happened to that guy. Yes. You have to wait till the very freaking end of the movie.
Anyways,
but
that was my spoilers over with.
Yep.
But yeah, so.
Yeah. So I actually liked the movie. I thought it was really well done. I mean, I'm hoping that this becomes a series, at least somewhat of a series. I don't think they're actually going to do all 12 books that they have for Dr. Dolittle. Plus, I don't think they could because they're only like 100 pages. So I think they would have to
combine.
They would have to cut and paste a few pieces together.
No, so there's not.
Which I think is what they did with this one. I think that's why we have the opening of this movie with that storybook. I think that was their cuts from the story of Dr. Dolittle, so that you could understand what's going on, and then the actual voyage of Dr. Dolittle, which was the book that they took most of this from.
Yeah, there's some movies that I hope they make another one, but this one I'm okay with. This is just it.
You're good if this is the end.
Yeah,
but here's my question: if they do say, "Hey, we like this movie, made a good enough amount of money, we want to do a sequel," would you go see the sequel?
Yeah, I would see the sequel because of what happened to the kid.
Right. So you want?
Because there was always in the trailers you see the kid with the Dr. Dolittle with him all the time, anyways.
Right. Well, we knew that because we knew he was an assistant, and he needed somebody to be there because
just because
he's a very lonely man.
Lonely man.
He only had one human friend in the entire series.
Well, maybe a little bit more.
Well, maybe more, but I mean, the way they made it sound like the bird helped him find one person, and then the bird helped him find another person. But
that bird led to other people.
Right, that bird led him to one person.
That led to more people.
Who then led to the second person, who is now the kid in the movie.
Yes.
I won't say who the first person was, but if you watch the movie,
you'll
already know who the first person was.
I think the bird led to the first one, who led to more people than the bird went on its mission to lead to more.
True.
To get to.
Yeah, it took me a while to realize that the name of the bird is Polynesia, which is the country. Yeah. I always thought it was Poly because that's what he says Poly, but in the book it's actually Polynesia.
I think it's easier to pronounce for the actors.
It is easier to say Poly, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, and this thing came up, so
we have a technical. We have a technical glitch.
No,
we have a technical glitch. Something.
Not really. We're just looking at the screen.
Something popped up. Anyway.
So, anyways, I give it. I don't know if I would give it a full 5, but I could give it a 4.5.
That seems reasonable. I could go with 4.5 too, because I mean, there are points where I'm like, okay.
What's the point of this?
Yeah, right. Like I get it, but the series is based on a bunch of kids' books that are really small, and most of them are written from the point of view of illustration more than actual substance.
It's kind of like Die the Wimpy Kid.
Right, exactly, right. It's Die the Wimpy Kid.
You see the drawings on the book, but then the movie.
Right, it's the illustrations and it's the illustrations of the book that tell you the story. There isn't much story to tell because the other books were the books, I think they're for like 7 or 8-year-olds, like first generate, like first readers, not
adults.
not adults. Yeah, like first readers or like young readers. What, you know.
So I'm hoping maybe in season 5 we have a better location. But even this is only season 3, we got 2 more seasons.
Well, technically, is it? I guess this is season 3,
this is
right?
Season 3 now.
We closed out season. So what is this? Episode 101.
Season 3, episode 1. So yeah,
but episode 101.
3 will be 301.
301. But it was episode 101 altogether if we count everything together, because we made it to 100.
No, we made it to 101, and we.
Oh yeah, we made it to like 102 before we.
So I think.
We pulled the plug.
Yeah.
We pulled the plug on Saw.
On
Saw. We pulled the plug on Saw.
Which, well, it's not really spoiling anything. There's gonna be another one.
Yeah, there's gonna be a 9th Saw.
And so we're gonna be pretty much reviewing.
Yeah, we were discussing about maybe going back and reviewing the first 8 movies, the other 7 movies before
watching this.
Before seeing 9, which is not called Saw. It's called The Organ Donor.
You could look that up.
Yeah, it's called The Organ Donor, or at least it's called The Organ Donor as of this recording. Who knows? Maybe by the time it's actually out, it'll be Jigsaw 2 by that time.
Or Jigsaw was 1.1 or something.
Yeah, right, or whatever. But anyway, so I'll say 4. I say 4.5. He says 4.5. So that gives it 4.5 overall. So I guess that puts us at the end at a whopping 15 minutes of video.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye. No, it's...